What's up, guys? Welcome back to Among the Fence, my YouTube channel where I do music reviews. My name is Aaron, and today we're going to be checking out the new single, Pull From The Ghost, by the progressive metalcore band ERRA, the band that can pretty much do no wrong at this point. Their self-titled album won 2021's Album of the Year for me, beating out Board of Osiris, Angel or Alien. And Pull From The Ghost also uses the same name as their upcoming tour. Jesse Cash said that this song is about like a kidnapper who wants his captive to willingly stay with him. So he decides to let them go to see what would happen. And of course, you know, they end up leaving. And it gets pretty deep, saying that relationships built around one's insecurities kind of makes the other person feel like a captive, because through those insecurities, there's a lot of manipulation. If somebody's not completely secure in the relationship, they'll try to keep them from going out and hanging out with friends, or if they're physically insecure, you know, they'll kind of beat themselves up a little bit looking for more and more attention. So yeah, it is kind of a lot like being a captive. Pull From The Ghost also touches on missing out on a meaningful connection and the consequences of comparing past relationships with present relationships. And it makes it kind of hard for someone to actually feel accepted in the relationship while the other person is overanalyzing everything and seeking perfection, which is ultimately just, it's self-sabotaging, because yeah, that person will also feel like they will never live up to the expectations of the person who's dealing with the insecurities, and they'll never live up to perfection, especially if one of their past relationships is like perfect, and this new one, the person isn't quite the same. Even though they're not bad, they're just not what this other person's used to in their mind is what perfection is. And the lyrics are so good, as what you would expect from Jesse. Is the verses says, "The bones of the past spilling over in a rare reflection, a captor seeking Stockholm, dying alone with a ransom note." The song opens up with a synth beat and JT's distorted vocals, and the verses are very open with Jesse's clean, kind of airy sounding vocals that are very calm, and then erupts in the chorus, which features both of the vocalists. Chorus 2 is twice as long and adds a little bit more to the story, a little bit more depth, and a little bit more emotion to it as well. And I just want to point out just how fan-freaking-tastic these drums sound. I mean, the guitar and the riffs playing in the background, they sound really good too, but to me, the thing that stood out the most has got to be the drums. And I also want to point out just how great the kind of duet nature of the vocal sound as well, from the distorted to the clean. They use it so well, just accenting different areas of songs, different emotions, and the mixture of it. They just use it all in the right ways, and to me it still hits just as hard as it did the first time I heard ERRA. The bridge builds up into a heavy breakdown that's got some like really cool timing rhythm changes to it, but I gotta admit, it's not really like my favorite guitar tone. It's just a little too, I don't know, stale and compressed for my ears, which is also like the ERRA sound. You know, it's that metalcore progressive sound that they have. But I mean, the main thing in this breakdown is, again, the drums. They're just the chef's kiss throughout this entire song. Then the song ends on the final chorus and the post-chorus, which has like the most guitar action throughout this entire song without it being too obnoxious. So it kind of leaves you wanting more. And for a band like ERRA that's progressive metalcore, and they're known for having very dynamic riffs, I felt like this is something that the song was lacking, even though it was still used kind of tastefully. But I think because of that, I don't know, this isn't like my favorite ERRA song musically. I think it's more focused on like the storytelling, which is kind of cool because it gives you a break from all that super technical stuff that they do. And it's nice when a band is able to take a step back and do something a little bit different, not like completely outside of their realm, but just change it up a little bit and still have their sound to it. I just wish that, I don't know, there's nothing that really stands out to me. Like the drums stand out, but it's more or less like the drum tone. There's nothing like super cool or flashy in this song. And to me, that makes it to where the song feels a lot more whole. Like you're not going to sit down and listen to this song and then start raving about, I don't know, a guitar solo or how good the vocals sound, or I mean, you might about the drum tone, but that's pretty much it. There's nothing that's like the standout section. There's no crazy guitar solo. There's no really cool hook. There's no like really random sounding breakdown, and nothing like that. It's just a song as a whole, which I feel like ERRA is also really good at doing. So it's more focused on the emotion and the storytelling, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. So with all that said, I got to give Pull From The Ghost by ERRA a 3.9 out of 5. And being one of my favorite metalcore bands, I'm sure a lot of you were expecting me to rank it a lot higher, but I don't know, I just wasn't really feeling this all that much. Like, I don't dislike the song whatsoever, but like I said, it's definitely not one of my favorite songs. But I want to know what you guys think. Leave a comment below letting me know what you thought of Pull from the Ghost. If you haven't listened to it yet, I'm going to leave a link for it down in the description below, and let me know what you would rate it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. Leave a comment below also letting me know what I should review next. Thank you so much for subscribing and clicking the bell icon. And also thank you so much for taking time out of your day to listen to me talk. It means so much to me, and I appreciate you guys more than you could ever imagine. And I hope you all have a good rest of your day or night, whenever you're happy to be watching this, and I will talk to you guys next time.
I was trying